Slavoj Žižek is notorious for thinking with and through jokes. But some of his witticisms are not only funny, they're also off the mark. One of these appears in Absolute Recoil, which launches a fierce critique of the philosophical trend in contemporary critical theory known as New Materialism. Aiming specifically at Jane Bennett's book Vibrant Matter, he argues that the new materialist recasting of matter as alive and active ultimately ignores questions of epistemology. In doing so, however, he also draws a mocking analogy between Jane Bennett's universe and the universe of J.R.R. Tolkien. New materialism, he writes, is materialist in the sense in which Tolkien's Middle-earth is materialist. As an enchanted world of magical forces, good and evil spirits, etc., but strangely without gods. There are no transcendent divine entities in Tolkien's universe. All magic is immanent to matter, as a spiritual power that dwells in our terrestrial world. The sarcasm here is hard to miss. Bennett's ontology, it seems, cannot be trusted any more than a work of fiction. And yet this analogy fails to appreciate that fiction is not a mark of disqualification in the field of new materialism. In fact, Bennett herself draws on the work of Franz Kafka, just like Stacy Alaimo adopts contemporary novels on environmental issues. And while Astrida Neimanis practices a poetic mode of theory writing, Donna Haraway calls for new ways of fabulating futures of multi-species companionship. My article explores why this alliance between fiction and new materialism have come about. Why exactly do scholars united by a common interest in getting real, to use Cambarad's phrase, consistently utilize a type of discourse that is defined precisely by not committing itself to reality? What do genres and rhetorical devices that deliberately and explicitly make stuff up allow new materialist thinkers to do that traditional academic styles of writing do not? In short, why fictionalize matter? As I try to answer these questions, I trace three modes of fictionality in new materialist theory. These modes are distinguished by fictionalizing non-human entanglements, fictionalizing scientific knowledge, and fictionalizing future societies, respectively. Yet all of them, I argue, fictionalize with the primary aim of imaginatively and effectively grasping phenomena that in principle reside beyond the limits of intelligibility. While critiques like Žižek's accuse new materialism of ignoring epistemology, I claim that fictionality is adopted here precisely as an epistemological tool for envisioning that which cannot yet be perceived as true. On this basis, the article intervenes in recent debates on the modes of argumentation in new materialist writings, arguing that fictionality, rather than speculation or worlding for instance, is a particularly attractive type of discourse for these attempts to move beyond anthropocentric regimes of truth. You can find my article Fictionality in New Materialism as an online first publication at Sage's site for theory, culture and society.